You kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this...
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. Right side, Claypool's got it. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this.
Down in 11. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is going to result in a... This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, and he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Allen gonna throw. Caught right side. Davis. Touchdown Bills. Gabriel Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, They were on guard. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers going to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
From the 39, Rodgers.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
From the 24, Rodgers. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here's another interception.
And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And brought in downfield by Burks.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with drive alive. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide.
Touchdown!
Chigakakwo
with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Allen now on the sneak. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, picked up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead, he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Chigakonkwo with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete.
That incomplete.
And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers.
Going to the right here and finding Burks.
Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And give him gain 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Running from the gun with Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Allen maybe with a free play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And some room to work. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Pass on for the extra point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Rodgers looking to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Now Rodgers. This is caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. The partner under the lights in front.